In this video, we are discussing about the Power BI part of cars, sales and marketing analysis. I'm using the same business problem as you use in our SQL part. I'm importing my data by using text.csv and selecting my file where I save it. Now I'm transforming my data. Now I'm seeing the data types of all the columns in my data. Car make, car model have text data type, and year has a whole number data type. If you look into your data, all the other data types of different columns are good, but there are some tables in our column that have a data type of text, although they have the values in their columns are numerical data, as you see in horsepower, and at the top that's EST value in their columns. So that because of this EST value in their columns, it has a data type of text. Now I'm seeing the data types of all the other remaining columns that is on our data set. And in our customer rating, our data is in the form of date, and I wanted to change it in the form of text. While all the other columns have true data types. Now I'm clicking in my customer rating column and going to split column by delimiter, and I'm using custom delimiter of slash that is in our column, and each occurrence of delimiter is set. And now you can see my data is split into two different kind of columns. I'm deleting this customer rating 2 in which there is a 5 in case you have to 2005 and this kind of rating, so you can remove this column also. Or in the case if you have a values that is another column is like 4/5, like this kind of column, so you can simply go into replace value and replace this slash with dot, and you can get your data customer rating as in the good form. Now I'm removing the null values that is in our data set, because this, if we can remain these null value, then there is a problem in our data set in the visualizations. So I'm removing the null values that's in a different columns, like sales figure, unit sale is a null value, and in exterior feature there is a null value. Now I'm closing and apply my changes into my Power BI. Now our data set is loading. It takes a little bit of time. now I'm making the background of the canvas into light gray color and reducing the transparency just for the better visualizations. To make a one visual separate to the other visual, this is the reason I'm choosing this transparency and the change color of background of our canvas. Now I'm setting the title by choosing the text box and making it into a font style of 10 and making it font size into 14, making it underline, and setting into car sales and marketing analysis. Now let's start our analysis. Firstly, I'm making the other visuals like bar chart and graph chart and other different kind of visuals, and then we can move over measures, or you can say the overview of our data. So now we have to perform sale performance analysis, which will understand the overall sale performance, identify the best selling model, and explore trends over the year. So in terms of best selling model, I'm choosing car, make, and car model. And in terms of best selling, I've also been choosing the sales figure units sold, and I'm making car make and car model into my x-axis and sum of sales figure units sold into my y-axis. Now I'm using the filter of top 10 into car model by second into top 10 and dragging the car model into by value and then setting into count instead of first of car model and then apply filter. And now you can see the top 10 car make and their models that have more sales in our dataset. Now I'm sorting my x's into sum of sales analysis into ascending order from lowest to highest. Now we have to find our best selling model, best selling product in terms of years. So I'm be choosing year and our sum of sales figure and representing in the form of donut chart. So instead of representing all of our data of our car make and model and their best sale by year, I'm splitting this over this analysis into two parts, into two visuals. The first visual I'm representing sales figure by car make and model, and the second visual I'm representing best selling model like sum of the units sold by year. Now we have to perform the customer analysis in which we have to identify that which color option and body type has more sales figure. So I'm choosing color option and sales figure and then body type, and I'm representing this in the form of stock column chart, and I'm using filter of top 10 into color option, dragging the color option into by value and setting into count and then apply filter. We didn't need to use this car make and car model again and again because firstly we can describe this relationship with sum of sale, so we didn't need to use it in all the visuals. So that is the reason I'm just choosing color option and body type by sum of sale figures, like what are the sale figures, what are the color option, the body type that is more sold. Now we have to choose fuel efficiency of seeing the relationship of mileage with sales figure to identify the fuel efficiency model that attract more customers. So I'll be choosing mileage as sums of units sold to see this if there any relationship between mileage and the sales figure. I'm representing this visual into the form of area chart, and I am making it axis to mileage. I'm choosing it to ascending order. Now if you look in data, then there is not a specific kind of relationship. I think so better in the form of sum of sales figure, like from ascending order. Now you can see there is not any direct relationship between sales figure and mileage. They depend on specific cars. Now we have to identify the price sensitivity, determine the impact of pricing on the sale, analyze the relationship between car pricing and the customer rating. So now we have to identify our relationship with customer rating and price. So I'm choosing price column and the customer rating, and I'm representing this in the form of column chart, and I am putting customer rating into x-axis and sum of prices into y-axis. And now you can see the 4.7. Our rating is starting between 4.5 to 4.9, and 4.7 is the rating that have highest sales, and then 4.8. Now we are moving toward our other analysis, in which you have to identify the safety and entertainment feature in terms of customer rating. And we already defined the relation of customer rating with sales figures, so we did not need to redefine it again. So I'm choosing customer rating as safety feature and entertainment feature. I am representing my data into form of cluster column chart. I think so 100% cluster column chart is a better one. And now I'm taking filter of safety feature and setting the filter type into top 10, and then dragging the safety feature into by value and then setting it to count or by value. If you replace to remain it as it is into a first of safety feature, then you did not get your required results. So you have to select to count of safety feature in the filter to get required results. Now I'm just rearranging my visuals. Now we're moving to our other analysis, market trend analysis, where you have to identify trend by analyzing the popularity of different car make and models over the year, which we already defined. So now we have to identify the body type and the fuel type relationship with sales figure. So firstly I'm identifying the body type and relationship with the sales figure unit sold in the term of column chart, and now I'm defining the fuel type relationship with sales figure unit sold. So I'm splitting my analysis into two visuals. Firstly I'm representing the relation of sales figure unit sold with body type, and then with the fuel type. And I'm representing the relationship of sales figure unit sold by fuel type in the term of bar chart. Now we're moving to our overview of analysis. In the Power BI dashboard, we are finding of analysis. Overview of analysis, the total unique car make, made and car models that is in our data set, instead of the best car make in terms of sales unit and in terms of price that we made in our SQL analysis. Just because of that, because we cannot define a measure in which we can define all or define that which car has more sales in terms of units sold and which car has more sale in terms of price, because whenever we do that by in terms of the measure, then we only get the value of the total price that this car is sale, not the name of the car. So we is make our analysis a little bit complex and did not be defined in a better sense. So I'm choosing overall view of account rows as total unique car make and models. That is an over data set. For this time, for this I'm using the measure of count rows and then distinct and then our car make model. And now I'm defining the new measure for the car model by using the same method as you use for car make. I'm be choosing the car make and then count rows. And then distinct and then our car model name. Now I'm representing my these two measures in terms of visual card. And I'm making the size of this visual card into callout and decreasing the size into 25. And now I'm also removing the border and fill, making it to off, and I'm just copying and pasting this visual. I replace the car model measure with the car make measure just because I didn't want it to change the font size into again and to remove the fill and border into off. So I'm just copying this visual and replacing my measure. This is all the analysis that we have to do. Now I'm changing the name of our visuals in our dashboard. And I'm replacing sales of sum of sales unit figure unit sold into just unit sold into my all of the visuals in my dashboard. Now our names of our visuals are set, so I'm making the little changes into visuals. I'm making the background off and setting my visual borders on and making it rounded to 20 and change its color into white. I'm also opening the shadow and now I'm using format painter. I'm select the visual that is in the grid form and I'm using this format painter and then clicking on the visual that I wanted that it should be from my previous visual. Now as I am selecting my car make and model is being selected, so I select format painter and then click on the unit sold here, and same is for all other visuals. Now I'm setting the background of the canvas into original one, which is 100%, and making it transparency to 0. Now it is looking better. Now it might be I click on somewhere visuals, so this filter is being on. So I'm just clicking on any one of the visual and then re-clicking it again. Now our dashboard is in the original form. I'm not opening the data labels for the different kind of visual, but if you want to do that, you can do it by your own. Now I'm decreasing the size of my visual card again. For my both of the visuals. Now I'm going to my view tab and changing the color of my dashboard. I think so, this color is a good one. I'm just going into customer rating by safety entertainment feature and going into the columns and show all columns, and I just wanted to replace these different kind of colors with the blue color combination. There might be a dark blue color or a light blue color, but the colors that are similar with the blue shade instead of these red and pink and different other kind of colors. And same thing is I'm doing for user sold by color option body type. As you can see, so this is all the things that we have to do in our Power BI part of car sales and marketing analysis. Thank you.